Hello everybody, welcome, happy new year. So this is Space Engineers. I'm starting a new series here. Gonna be different than my last Space Engineer series, but I want to go ahead and start this on the first day of the year, since this is the first game that I played on my YouTube channel. So let me go ahead and show you around the ship here. So we're actually starting in outer space. This will be the first time I do a playthrough where I start out in outer space. Most of this series might be in space. There's not too many rules or anything that I have for this series. It's just I'm gonna start out in space, see if I can survive and make a actual whole fleet and everything. I might have people join me along the way, but we'll see by the time we get through there. So this is the bridge here. We have a couple of seats for everybody. We come out here into this area. We have us a couch and a tree to look at right here. And we come over here, we have us a couch and a fish tank to look at. Sit here and stare at the fishies. That window actually looks into the side of the wall. So this is the main hub between all the areas. So again, we have the bridge up that way. If we come down to these stairs, we have this little couch up here on the balcony. And then we'll come down here, we got us some chairs we can sit at. We got us a sink here with a grill and a microwave and some other type of electronics, probably like a toaster oven or something like that. And then over here we have us a stove, an oven. I guess you really can't open the door with the window there. And then we have this fridge here. Then we come back here, we have us a couch. And then we have us our medical bay. And then in here is the one and only bathroom. So everybody on the ship has to share a bathroom, but this is not a huge ship. So I'm not expecting a lot of people to be in here. Now we work our way back upstairs. We come to the doors over here. This is the first quarters. We got quite a few beds in here, a couch, a gun rack, and a place to change and do your suit. Put the doors. And then over here we have the same thing. Some more beds, a couch, gun rack, and all that good stuff. And then this way we head down the hall here, down the steps. And then this is our loading bay right here. So if we come down this side, this is more of my server area. So I got my servers up here and all that. And then we come this way, it's the way to get down to the bay and to exit the ship. So the only way in and out of the ship is through the bay here. Make sure you put on your helmet before you get down in here. This is not pressurized. I can pressurize it by turning that fan on, but because I have these loading doors here, I don't have it pressurized right now. We have two more airlock doors on either side right here, and then of course we got our loading bay or loading dock. This is where we can fly the ships in to park them. We got little connectors up here where we can park them. We can put up to 4 ships in here as long as they are this size right here. And then we have a single door out here that comes out here to this connector. This is one of the connectors that I had in my Pod Life series. This is actually the bigger version of the connector. And then this is the back of the ship with some Gatlings and a assault cannon back here. And we come down towards the side. Now this ship was originally made for my Pod Life series. It was going to be used to transfer the pods around. I actually had a wrecked version in it. It came and flew over my base and then crashed. I was taking the pieces out of it, kind of scrapping it. But it stands for Space Pod Transport Ship. Alright, let's see what we got going on here next. Oh, what the heck is that? That's awfully close. Like awfully close. Oh, hopefully it don't hit me. It's a nice looking ship. Where's it going? Wow, I've never seen that one. That one was really close to me here too. Looks like it's gonna hit the ground. Whoa, did it just crash? So then I got another Gatling over here, and then we got the front of the ship. Now this ship has been redesigned to suit my needs for this series. It didn't actually have all this stuff before, because now I actually have an assembler and a refinery in it. The original version did not, but both versions did have a hyperdrive. Or actually have two versions, one that was space and one that was not space, but the space one had the hyperdrive, the non-space one didn't. I think it had a little bit more room on the inside. And then I also have retractable landing gears, which are down here. I can show you those in a little bit once we get back into the ship. So this is my ship. It's not that big, but it's also not that small. So this is what I gotta survive in. Everything I have on me. Now I do have some ores and some ice in here already, but I'm gonna have to go after some more. So I'm gonna have to go through asteroids and stuff like that, and then once I'm able to maybe make me a fighter. I really don't want to take this thing into heavy combat. I have some guns on it, but not a lot. So the first thing I actually need to do is make me a drill ship so I can start drilling some more ores and stuff. I'm gonna come up here and connect one of these connectors. So it is gonna be hydrogen, so I only don't need that much battery, so maybe a big battery. I might put a whole bunch of small batteries in it. It's really just to control the gyro and the other electrical stuff. I'm gonna need some hydrogen thrusters. I'm gonna use the cheaper ones, or the older ones. These are the newer version. I'll use the older version. We're gonna need some cargo containers. We're gonna need a cockpit. We're gonna need some hydrogen tanks. And then we're gonna need the connectors to start connecting everything. This is gonna be the stuff that we're gonna need first, and then we're gonna need to get into the drills and the ore detector, put an antenna on it. I need to put an antenna on this ship. I don't think I ever stuck one on here. Got an unknown signal nearby. So the first thing first is gonna be this connector. 2.7K that way. Let's go ahead and go after that real quick. See this thing in action. We have our ship here. See, these are the landing gears. They'll deploy whenever if I land on a planet or something. They are not magnetic, so I can't use them to pick up stuff. But let's go ahead and head for that unknown signal. There it is underneath us. I want to head out there. I took the easy way out. Let's see what we get. We got us a leopard helmet. Now we can just grind this stuff down. We got some space credits, some computers, canvas in it. Let me go ahead and grind this all down real quick. Get back into my ship here. Let's go ahead and start working on the drill ship. I can keep that open. So there's a force field in here on the outside. That's why I can go in through there like that. So the first thing I'm gonna need is the connectors. Now that we got these connectors here, let's start working on our ship. It's gonna go sideways this way, and then it has a port on either side. So going through here on the bottom, I'm gonna do a medium cargo container like this. And then this one's gonna go this way. Now, I don't need all the big ports because it's gonna be doing stone. I don't need all the big ports to come facing each other. 4 cargo containers like that. I'm gonna go ahead and weld up these boxes real quick. I got all that welded up, but I forgot that I need energy. I need to put me a chair down there so I can recharge, so I don't have to come up here and do that or go to the medical bay to recharge. I guess the next thing I gotta do is build a chair before I do anything else. Now, let me come down here and build a chair down here. I got my chair down here. So like I said, I got everything welded up down here. This is about how wide the ship is gonna be. Hopefully it should be able to fit through here. We'll see. I have to rearrange these doors to make them bigger. I could always add an extra one on each side to make it wider. It's the long part that I have to really worry about. But it shouldn't get that long. So the cockpit I want to use the fighter one. which is this one. And then the drills are gonna come on out of each side. But the drills aren't gonna be long enough, so I'm gonna need to do the hydrogen tanks. I have the small ones I can try and find something to do with. Probably gonna need more tanks than this. Might be able to put the thrusters up this way. Kinda keep them tucked in some. Well, that's about the same distance. This should have all of this put together. So let me go ahead and weld all this up real quick. Alright, I got the battery stuck back here. I'm gonna put these back here also. I want to put some smaller thrusters. No, this one's gonna go right here on this side like that. Might be able to switch these around and show. Let me do that real quick. I'm gonna have these 6 or 3 on this side. Another 3 on this side. Get those welded up, and the ones on the back. I had a couple contacts go up. Just keeping an eye on them. Looks like they're gonna pass by. They got really close though. That's a neat looking ship though. They got 2 escorts with it. Still getting closer. Okay, I think they're gonna start going away. Now they're going away. Okay. Let me get back on it down here. So far I've got 7 hydrogen tanks. I don't know if I want to put another one. I could put another one back here. I think. No, because it won't. I'll have to bring these back. I was hoping to put another 2 thrusters on that. So I need to start thinking about how I want the drills to be done. And I've got forward, left, right, and back. I need up and down motion too. I need to put the gyros on here, which I could probably tuck in on either side right here. I want to put 2 gyros on here since it's probably get heavy. If I put a gyro on each side. But one of the unique things about this is since we're not going to be flying this on a planet, I don't have to worry about a whole bunch of lift. But I do have to worry about having thrust down and up. But I also need to get my drills on here. Since the drills take smaller ports, I'll need to put the drills at least up this far to get above the nose. Probably up higher than that. I might be able to go ahead and attach these right here.
Energy low.
I don't know if that's going to make a big enough hole for it. I know this way is going to be good, but I don't know about the up and down if I'm going to have to put another one on top. Let me get these 2 drills made real quick. So now I'll need to attach the drills up. To do that, I'm going to go with a small conveyor. And then I need to try to work about uplift. That might be in the room I got going on right here. I don't know if I'll make the drills go up one more higher. That might make it so I can have enough room for the top and the bottom. I want to be able to make it so I can just drill and have the whole ship go through without having to kind of move her around. Since this is kind of long. So I got 2 conveyors on each side. That's what's gonna make it so the stone can go through and into my storage. Maybe I could put the lift, try to put on the inside up here. Alright, we got that one. 2.8. They radioed out that they've seen us. Oh, it's about to go back away. Then I should be able to put 4 thrusters down here. That should give me my uplift. Got another ship getting close. Was coming in fast. It might miss us. It's pretty big too. But that's artillery gun on top. I don't know if those are all guns right there or not. I can't really. Close as I can get to it. Whatever that is, that's big up there. Definitely nothing we want to get close to. It's 2.55 and holding. I think it's gonna start going up then. There it goes. Okay. we're good. Let's keep finishing up on this. We're gonna have to get closer to the asteroid at some point. Kind of see what's on them. That reminds me, I also need to put an ore detector on this thing. But I got all the thrusters on, so I got thrusters in all directions. I don't know if it's going to be enough or not. I won't know until I actually get it out and test it. But now I need a ore detector and an antenna on this thing. I'm still debating if I want to put another set of drills on top. Kind of push it out, but I'll need to watch out for these. And then we'll need to make sure it flies before we put any more stuff, put the outsiding on it. If I'm even going to cover it. I should cover it, at least the top up here where the tanks are. But let me go ahead and start seeing if I can't get this thing filled up. So I stuck my antenna over here and an ore detector over here. I got the tanks all filled up, so I should have no problem flying. Actually get rid of these since I am connected to the connector right there. I don't know if this is how high I'm going to want this connector, but I could play with that later. I am awfully close to the wall here with that thrusters. Now I just hope I can fit through the doors too. Let me go ahead and take the ship closer to an asteroid and then see if we can't scan and fly around, or at least close to some of them. So I have a group of asteroids right here I'll head to. And then we can take the little miner out to see if we can find anything in them. I have a shadow over there I need to be... Okay, it's going away from us, so that should be good. I'm not seeing anything with my eyes. Surely with all these asteroids right here, there's got to be something in one of them. Let's park it right here. Alright, we're stopped, so let's go down here and take the miner out, see if we can't find any ores. Whatever that is coming in quick. Got a patrol drone coming in. Go ahead and just mark this real quick, my GPS. Alright, I set me a GPS coordinate here. He did stop, now he's starting to go again. Okay, he's starting to pull away. Keep an eye on those drones, they can be tricky. Go down here and take the miner out now. Alright, looks like we float. Let's see if we can get out this hangar. Alright, we fit through there, so that's good. Let's come through here and go around these and see if we can't find anything. We can do a quick test. Very fast response though. Got pretty good acceleration. I'm almost out of hydrogen now, so I'm going to need to look at trying to get bigger tanks on this thing. It looks like we're more tanks. I'm definitely liking how it's going. But let me look about getting more tanks on here though, because I'm running down quickly. This in here before I run out. Just barely fits in here. But yeah, I definitely need to look about getting some more tanks on here, because I almost used up about half of my fuel just doing that little bit. I can't go longer. It's gonna have to go up and down. I wonder if I move these tanks up vertically. And I might be able to put two here in front of the drill. I really don't want to do that. Probably put two right here underneath this part. Let me look at that real quick. So that adds another two more tanks. I might be able to put one right here on front of the drill, but I really don't want them up front up here. I can also look about getting rid of some of the thrusters. I don't think I need as many as I got. Forward I do, but I don't think I need the up and down. So I took off thruster on either side for the left and right. I also took off the big ones on the back. Maybe that might help. Alright, I'm still setting these up here, waiting for the fuel to fill up. Supposedly there's a couple tanks that aren't connected. I gotta see which ones they are. I think that patrol drone has been stalking me, because it keeps coming in and coming out. And then I got a CERT moon dancer. It's starting to pull away. I wonder if that drone's gonna go after it though. Maybe it'll go after it and leave me alone. I gotta find out which tanks aren't getting filled up because I'm only at 77% full. Let me keep looking into this here. So I had to go through here. I redid this whole side. So now I got one thruster on each side going for uplift and one thruster each side for downlift. So that's 4 thrusters for up and down. I have 1 thruster for left and right each. And then I got my 4 up front. And then around here on the back I have the 2 smaller ones on each side. So that's another 4. So we're gonna go ahead and take this out again to see if we can find any more ores. So let's go ahead and fit this out of here. Now without the big thrusters on the back, it should fit a little bit easier. Tight squeeze here. Rubbing's fine. Alright, made it out. So let's go and see if we can find any ores now. Look at our hydrogen. I did fix the tanks that were messed up. That's why I had to redo that one whole side too. So I should have more than enough fuel. I think one of the tanks wasn't hooked up the first time, so that was one less tank that I had then. Let me come through here. Now this thing flies still pretty good. Oh, we found some nickel. Let me mine this up here real quick. Now I don't have any ejectors on here, so if I pick up any rocks, we're just gonna have to use them. But at this point I'm gonna need all the materials, and iron's gonna be one of the big ones. I used up just about all the stash that I had making this, which that was more of what I was planning. Make sure I had enough resources just to at least build this ship, because that makes it so I can get resources a little bit quicker. So let me fill this up here. So far it's flying very well. I still got some mobility. Well, this thing can actually hold a lot, it looks like. I'm not even halfway filled yet. So let me keep filling this up here. So I'm actually doing pretty good cutting this hole out. I haven't had to worry about getting close to the sides. I still don't know how much it's going to cut for the up and down part, but if I at least move up and down as I'm going, that might be able to do just fine. So I'm a little over half full now. We're still going strong, still not having any issues with it. So far I'm liking this miner. It actually turned out better than I thought it was going to be, especially being the hydrogen. Of course, I've always done mine on the planets. So I'm very excited about this series and being out in space. Definitely trying to do something different. If you are enjoying this, let me know down below. So I am going to need a name for this miner, so if anybody has any suggestions, let me know. Now after I get this, I'm going to go back and dress it up a little bit, make it look a little bit better. So right now it's still boxy. I don't know if I can do too much with the boxiness because I still need to make it slim so I can fit through here right. But let me see how much more I can get filled up here. Almost got the cargo containers filled up. So I've gotten all the cargo containers filled up. Now I just got the drills and the connector to fill up. But at this point I'm still flying very well, not having any issues with it. So let me see if I can fill these up, and it'll help offset the weight that I'm going to add on to it when I build the shell for it. But let me get that filled up real quick. So I got my drills pretty much filled up, and let me see here, it's still flying very well. So let me go ahead and fly this back to the ship to drop everything off, and then I can look into getting it dressed up. So again, I am very impressed with this, and I think how I have it set up is going to work just fine. So let me fly this in there. It's still kind of a tight squeeze to come through here, but it fits. I might widen these doors just to make it a little bit easier, and I can see having a problem if I have to rush in here real quick. Let me get this parked up back this way. This is also going to be a tricky part, lining this up. I might put a... So this is going to be... Oh, really? I think I just exploded my battery. Well, hopefully this don't run off and hit something else. Let me go ahead and put a battery on this real quick. So I also knocked off the thruster, but I got all that put in here. Now I'll probably just leave this floating right here so I can get it dressed up. Now I was out here testing the new miner, and I had an enemy drone come in, so I need to go ahead and run off before it tries to attack me. Let's see if I can outrun it here. So there was the issue where it was hard for me to get into the ship with the miner, so I might put some meg plates on it so I can just barnacle it to the side of the ship here. So if I have another issue like this, I can just attach and run in here and take off. So I'll probably jump here to get away from them a little bit quicker, because I am pulling away, but he's still coming. So let me go ahead and jump out. Looks like I got out away from them. I don't see any enemies around here that I have to worry about. I wasn't really prepared to go on and take any type of drones or anything at this time. I don't know how my ship here would handle it. I do have the guns and everything, but I don't know if it would actually do much, because I got the 2 guns on top and then the 3 in the back. I might have to look in to get more guns. But let's come back here and look at the miner. So you can see it here through the window. I've got it all dressed up, looking actually pretty good. I try to get rid of the boxiness as I can. I might change the connector over here, kind of bring it down, and I might need to move the ship around too, because you can see it's going over the bay there. So if I have any more ships come in, it might knock it out. So I might turn it sideways and then maybe put a piston or a rotor on top to kind of spin it if I need to. Let's come out here and get a closer look at it. So here's the new miner. It actually looks pretty good, I'd say. I try to get rid of as much of the boxiness as I can. Put a little bit more angles and stuff on it. Some lines. I got lights on both sides, those light panels, and then I put some lights on the back so I can see a little bit more. I did put the high powered spotlights on the front, replace those, so now I have 4 high powered spotlights on the front of it. So it's looking pretty good, I think. So next time we're gonna go out, take this baby out and do some more mining. I'll have to go and find some more asteroids around, but I hope everybody's been enjoying this, and we'll see you next time.